Are you always you? Let me try that again. Are you always the same you, no matter who you're with? It's tempting sometimes to wear two different faces in two different places. You're polite to your teacher, but you snap at your mom. Or you answer every question in small group, but you don't speak up when a kid at school is being bullied. Or you're always careful with screen time at home, but at a friend's house, you visit websites your parents haven't okayed. You tell yourself you're not lying. Not really. Not with your mouth. But your actions say that you're two different people. Instead, you can choose to be truthful in all you say and do. Treat everyone with respect, not just the people who can help you. Choose to always obey your parents, even if they're not around. And if you love building epic Lego creations at home, don't pretend at school you don't like Legos because it might not be cool. When you choose to be the you that God made you to be, no matter where you are, others can see God at work in you. That's why integrity is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
Before the day I took a breath, you had a plan for my every step. You promised to always be by my side. I believe that you are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. You're always good in everything that you do. And I know everything that you say is true. And every moment you are leading me through. Jesus, I will trust you. I wanna be honest and true and do what's right the way you do. You're teaching me to take a stand and live for you. 'Cause I believe that you are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. You're always good in everything that you do. And I know everything that you say is true. And every moment you are leading me through. Jesus, I will trust you. Even in the moments I feel alone, I know I can. Trust that you're working and holding my world in your hands. Even in the moments I feel alone, I know I can. Trust that you're working and holding my world in your hands. You are the way, you are the truth, you are the life. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. You're always good in everything that you do. And I know everything that you say is true. And every moment you are leading me through. Jesus, I will trust you.
Oh, hey. Hello, planet Earth! It's me, Graham, professional astronaut, broadcasting live from outer space. You know, not a lot of people thought I would make it all the way to Saturn, but you know what? They were right. It's just a costume. I'm still on Earth. I love to dress up and pretend to be other people. Don't you? I mean, I love to dress up in costumes and wear scary makeup or funny masks. It's out of this world. because I'm an astronaut. Oh, but today we're talking about what it's like to live our lives without masks, without costumes. What it's like to live with integrity. Now, integrity is choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do.
harder than it sounds to live with integrity. There's so many reasons to pretend to be someone you're not. I mean, you may want people to think you're funny. You may want your teachers to think that you're smart. E equals MC squared. The capital of Mongolia is Ulaanbaatar. A woodchuck can chuck 32 cords of wood. And you probably want your friends to think that you're cool. Cool kids still dress like this, right? See what I mean? It isn't always easy to just be true to who you are. In today's story, we'll learn about some guys who were under a lot of pressure to be like everybody else. We'll find out if they were able to stay true to who God made them to be.
I'll be back in a minute.
Instead of a minute, it's a moonit. Because I'm in space. Maybe I should dress up as the clown again.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Daniel. Chapter 1.
Daniel was only a very young man when King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon conquered the land of Judah. Nebuchadnezzar made sure that God's people wouldn't rebel by taking Daniel and other young men from royal families in Judah and marching them back to Babylon with him.
Will we ever see our home again?
Daniel's friends were just as scared and confused as he was.
Where will we live? What will he do to us? I sure hope the food is decent.
Daniel tried to reassure them as the imposing city gates rose ahead.
God will be with us, whatever happens.
The king chose the brightest and best young men from Judah and ordered that they receive special training.
After 3 years, you will get to be very important and serve me.
The chief official Ashpenaz took charge of Daniel and his friends.
Tut-tut. Those wishy-washy Hebrew names just won't do. You need new ones.
New what?
Names. Let's see. Daniel, we'll call you Belteshazzar. And you three will be Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Are those names, or is he just sneezing?
You'll learn our language, of course. And all the Babylonian writings?
Daniel's heart sank as he realized what was happening. The king wanted Daniel and his friends to forget they were God's people. He wanted them to become Babylonians. But Abednego was worried about something else.
Hey, I'm about to starve. Any way we can get a bite to eat?
Right this way.
Ashpenaz led Daniel and his friends to a big table set with mouth-watering foods.
Steak.
Or those Babylonian buffalo bites.
The cake's got at least 9 layers.
Only the best, straight from the king's table.
Oh, the food smelled delicious. But Daniel pulled his friends aside.
Guys, if this food is from the king's table, that means it's been offered to false gods first.
Uh-oh, not good.
Our new names and training are one thing, but if we eat this food, it's like we're saying we're okay with false gods.
But we gotta eat something, man.
We can ask for different food, simple stuff that hasn't been offered to the false gods.
That chocolate cake.
Abednego?
Okay.
Daniel and his friends turned back to Ashpenaz. They tried to ignore the delicious smells wafting from the table.
This all looks great, but could we eat something that's not from the king's table? It doesn't need to be anything fancy.
The king is my master. He's decided what you must eat and drink. What if you don't eat this and he sees you looking worse than the other young men? He might kill me.
No matter what Daniel said, Ashpenaz was too fearful to listen, so Daniel approached the guard assigned to take care of them.
Please, just test us for 10 days. Give us nothing but vegetables to eat and water to drink. See how we look then.
Well, if Brussels sprouts are your thing.
For 10 days, the guards gave Daniel and his friends nothing to eat but veggies and water.
I could get into the habit of cabbage.
I like broccoli, probably. Pass the peas, if you please. I just want a hamburger.
Let me tell you, it wasn't easy to say no to all those delicious foods the other young men got to eat. But at the end of 10 days, the guard called everybody out.
Line 'em up.
He strode past the other young men.
Good, good. I can see you've been eating well.
When the guard reached Daniel and his friends, he stopped in surprise.
What? You've been eating rabbit food, but you look even better fed than the others.
Daniel smiled. God had helped them grow strong even without eating the food offered to false gods.
Okay, fine. You can keep eating veggies and water.
Rats?
Thank you.
God continued to give Daniel and his friends knowledge and understanding as they studied, and at the end of their training, they were brought before the king.
Let's see what you know. How many inches in a meter?
39.3701.
What do you call a group of porcupines? A prickle. If it takes 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long would it take 4 men?
No time at all, because the wall's already built.
How are you all so smart?
The one true God gives us wisdom.
Well, we'll see about that. Anyhow, you're 10 times smarter than my other advisors. You get to be very important and serve me.
Daniel and his friends eventually became the king's most trusted advisors, and even though they served the king of Babylon, they never stopped standing strong for the one true God in everything they said and did.
Okay, so Daniel and his friends were in a really bad situation. They were taken from their homes and they were forced to be some king's servant. But even then, they chose to be true to themselves. They chose to live the way God wanted them to live. You see that kind of integrity a lot in the Bible. I mean, think of Jesus. He was always true to himself. Jesus could have gone along with the crowd, but instead he lived the way he knew was true, even when it meant giving up his life for you and me. So how can we be true with our lives? Well, it's great if you want people to think that you're fun or funny, but not if it means, say, hurting someone's feelings to get a laugh. I have no idea how to make balloon animals. And being cool is cool, you know? But if you have to pretend to be something that you're not so people think that you're cool, that's not cool. Cool? What's another word for cool? So here's the one thing to remember today. Be truthful with your whole life. You can choose to be who God made you to be. I mean, to be honest and true in what you say and in what you do. Like I said before, it isn't always easy, so ask God for help. That's one small step for you and one giant leap for integrity.
Goodbye.
Okay. I like to go swimming. My favorite snack is apricots. I always forget to mail my dad a birthday card.
Oh, okay, those are good ones. What's the lie? Swimming. You don't really like swimming.
Actually, I do. The lie was the birthday card. I'm pretty great about remembering birthdays.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's impressive. Okay, my turn. I have hair. I wear glasses. I'm immune to gravity.
Okay, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with the gravity thing.
Oh! Yes, how'd you know?
I don't know.
All right, you go.
Here we go, okay. I hate pepper jelly. I used to be afraid of chipmunks. I own 42 copies of the book The Hobbit.
I know this one. I know it's The Hobbit. That's because you only own 39 copies of The Hobbit.
Do you count my books?
I am the son of an astronaut. I eat chocolate pudding at 3 a.m. and I have 12 toes.
Okay, the game is 2 truths and a lie, John, not 3 lies. Neither of your parents is an astronaut. You wouldn't eat chocolate pudding at 3 every morning because you always need help opening your pudding cups. And as far as the 12 toes, I think I would have known.
You don't know how many toes I have? You don't know.
I mean, no, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
I'm going to show him.
No. Hey everyone, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to the Sue and Sue Shoe.
You're so funny. He's so funny. The so-and-so show, John. But he's right. Welcome to our most devoted, loyal, happy audience who always warms our hearts, gives us purpose, and makes us feel so cheerful.
Wow, you are in a good mood today?
I'm always in a good mood, John.
Really?
I'm the peppiest person I know.
Oh, you must not know a lot of people.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Any minute now.
Any minute now, what?
Oh, I'm interviewing later today to be a member of a very prestigious society. The interviewer should be here any minute now.
What's the society?
Oh, the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People.
Oh, you're being sincere.
Yeah, of course I'm being sincere. I'm a sincerely, perpetually peppy person.
You?
I am!
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm not always peppy, but anyone is a member of the SOSPPP, and I prefer being a perpetually peppy person who's popular. Plus, it looks really good on a resume. So if you'll just make me look good in front of the interviewer, I would really appreciate it. Do you think you can do that for me, best friend in the whole world?
Sure.
All right.
Hello, peppy people! My name is Samantha, and I'm the Senior Assistant Selector for the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People.
Well, welcome.
Oh, you must be Brandon.
Oh, what? No, I'm John. This is Brandon.
Yes.
Oh.
Hi, I'm the Brandon the person you wanted to see when you he's me.
It is a pleasure, Brandon.
Sit.
I am sitting.
No.
Oh, hey, sit down.
Oh.
I mean, would you have a seat here?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
On the chair that there's.
Thank
I was
you.
putting
Thank
out for
you.
you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing today, Brandon?
Splendidly. I'm so good because of all of the birds and the sunshine and the happy thoughts.
Yeah. He was so happy this morning, I barely recognized him.
Oh, John.
I mean, I looked at him and I said, "Whoa, who is this?"
Please stop helping me.
I really like your club.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. We at the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People pride ourselves on our constant cheerfulness, happiness, peppiness, merriment, glee, and bliss.
Don't those all mean the same thing?
Let's get to the interview, shall we?
Oh, I love interviews.
Actually, it's more of a game.
Oh, I love games.
Yeah, me too. Can I play too?
Of course,
Awesome.
of course. So I'll hold up a photo, and you say the first thing that pops in your head.
Oh, I love saying the first thing that pops into my head. I do it all the time. Door. Lamp. Giant pencil. I'm having so much fun.
Okay. All right, so photo number 1. Brandon, you go first.
Okay, sleep. No, I only say that because sleep is what I want to do when I watch soccer. I mean, it's not a negative thing. Sleep is important for your health.
Okay, try to keep your answers to 1 or 2 words, okay?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay,
right. John?
Fun.
Okay. Numero 2.
Brain freeze.
Yummy.
3?
Loud.
Beautiful.
Ants.
Oh, watermelon.
Expensive.
Party.
Excuse me. Brandon, are you okay?
Of course. Why?
Well, it just seems your answers don't seem particularly perpetually peppy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I think I'm just nervous. I mean, you're the senior assistant selector. If I'd have known they were bringing the SAS of the SOS PPP here, I'd have been more personally prepared to be perpetually peppy.
I see. Yeah. But just so you know, the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People isn't for everyone. Some people are only peppy periodically, and that's okay.
It is?
Certainly! You know, some people only want to join the society because they think it'll make them popular.
What?
I know. But what really matters is staying true to who you are.
Oh.
Yeah. So, let's get on with the game, shall we?
Oh.
All right, I just have one more picture.
Oh!
It's Bible story time with Kellen!
Hey guys,
Hey, Kellen.
Hey, Galen.
I am very excited for our story today, so let's jump right in.
Take it away.
Okay, over 2,000 years ago, around 600 BC, there was a kingdom called Babylon with a king named Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar was not exactly a good guy. In fact, he was pretty evil. King Nebuchadnezzar, you know what? That's a really long name. So I'm just going to call him King Nebi. King Nebi and his army surrounded and attacked the city of Jerusalem. And he stole from the temple of God. Then King Nebi gave the order to take some of the Israelites hostage so they could be his personal servants. He wanted only the smartest, strongest, and healthiest to be brought to Babylon as captives to learn his ways and serve him at his palace. One of the men captured was named Daniel. Daniel wasn't exactly a superhero. He was just a person like you and me, but he was put to a big test. As part of their training, the men who were captured were ordered to eat food from the king's table. This food was different than the food they normally ate to honor God. And Daniel and his 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, believed the king's food would make them unclean. So Daniel asked an official for permission to eat something else. But the official was afraid that if Daniel and his friends didn't eat the king's food, they would become weak and unhealthy. But Daniel was determined to stay true to who he was and to honor God no matter what. So he convinced the guard to give him and his friends only vegetables and water for 10 days. And after the 10 days, Daniel and his friends looked stronger and healthier than everyone. After that, Daniel and his friends were allowed to eat the food they wanted. God gave these 4 men knowledge and understanding. They became some of the wisest men in the kingdom. It may not have been the best circumstance. Daniel and his friends had lost their homes. They'd lost their freedom. But with God's help, they kept their honesty and their integrity, and they stayed true to who God made them to be. The end.
What a cool story.
Yeah, even with all that pressure to be like everyone else, Daniel chose to be himself.
You find a lot of that in the Bible. Look at Jesus. It would have been really easy for Jesus to go along with the crowd, but instead, he only lived the way he knew was true, even if it meant giving his life up for you and me.
It's incredible. Thanks, Kellen.
Hey, see you next time, Kellen.
No problem, fellas. Bye.
Bye. John, you were right.
Whoa. You think I was right about something? do go on.
No, it's about the Society of sincerely, perpetually peppy people. That's not me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, it's not. And I'm okay with that. I mean, it's great to be happy and peppy, but it's also good to have other emotions too. And I'd rather be myself than try to fit into some club.
That's awesome. Brandon, I am very proud of you.
Thank you, John.
I'm practically perpetually proud.
Okay.
I am positively pleased.
Okay, stop. Reveal the question. How do you want people to describe you?
That's interesting. How do I want people to describe me? What do I want to be known for? I want to be known as the life of the party, the guy who can, stick out his tongue and touch his nose.
And I want people to describe me as someone who's sometimes peppy, sometimes not, and that's okay. What about you? How do you want people to describe you?
Hey, look! I did it. I stuck out my tongue and I touched my nose.
Yeah, that's very, very talented. We'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
Yeah, bye! Please place the pleated pressed pants on the plain pressing plank.
A pack of pesky pixies. A pack of pesky pixies.
Frothy fructose. Frontogenesis.
That was September.
Mom makes mashed marmalade. Gum gets gooey. Gum gets gumptious. Gooey gumptious gum is gargantuanly gooey.
Okay.